So we are using two libraries, that is system and random, and then we initialize it. And we initialize the three dictionaries that we use. The first one is for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this is the data set of the food. And this is the first one is the carbs, calorie, protein, and fat. And then this is the global variable that we use, calorie, fat, protein, and this is one, two, activity. And this is the fourth dictionary to record the recommendation. The first function is the view function, which we are using while loop to ask the user three operation. The first one is the rack to print the recommendation nutrition that the user needs to take for a day. And the second one is to give the user a recommendation meal based on the algorithm that we use. And it's based on the activity too. For example, the user has a low activity for today, then we're going to set the calories for breakfast is 100 and lunch 250 and dinner too 250. And it's different for other activity as you can see here. Then we print the meals that we recommended to the user. And then we ask them if this recommendation we need to save it to the record or not, or maybe the user wants to search another recommendation, and we can stop it by using stop here, break the loop. And the third the third operation is to print the record recommendation meal that the user saved. And the fourth is to break the loop. And here there's a three function, which is the algorithm that we use. First one is choose breakfast, the second choose lunch and dinner. Each of them has the same algorithm. And from the first line, we can see we are differentiated by three categories: high, middle, and low. And we are using filter to choose the food, selecting the food and put it in the filter list based on the calories. And it's the same as the lunch and dinner. And in the fourth line, you can see we are using random number integer, which from the random library to generate the random number from the list. And then we're going to return the name of the food from the based on the index on the random number. And the other function is to add the food. If, for example, maybe the user feel bored for our food that we set, maybe they can add some food into the dictionary. So the first we're using while loop to input what they want, where they want to input, the breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And then we are asking what is the food name and calories, protein, and fat, and insert it into the dictionary. And this is the first main function, which is asking how busy are the user today based on or there's a low, mid, high, and we set the calorie, fat, protein of them, and then we print it what the calorie, fat, protein that the user needs to take for the day. And the other second main function is to ask uh, what the user wants to do. For example, there is an ad here to add the food, and there is the view function that I just said earlier, and to break the comment exit. Let I we just run code and give you some example from up here. This tells how many busy area. For example, I'll take high, high, and then their output will be the calorie, fat, protein that I need to take for a day. Then the second function, the second loop is to ask what operation that the user wants to do. For example, the first one is to add. I'll press that. And what category that I need to add food. And for example, maybe dinner. I'll put 3. Just input the food name, maybe uh, noodles, and how much calorie that I need. How much calorie that the noodles contain? 100. Let's skip. And yeah, and then if the second one is the view function, we go back and from here we can see the first one is recommendation like that to print out how many calories, protein, and fat do we need a day. I'll just do it here. There's the output, and then the second one is legal recommendation, and this is the output. Very spinach chicken wrap, masala chicken, total nutrition, chicken here, and I'll press restart to give another recommendation, and then save to save the recommendation into the record. And the third operation is to print the record. This is one to record that from the last time. Yogurt time global with the laptop, and this is record save, and that is. And the fourth one is to stop. And we are going back to the first loop. The first add and the second view and third is exit, and we're going to exit and stop just like that. Thank you.